Hey everybody, sorry about this. Hey everybody, what's up? Your boy Josh Wasaki back with another video. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry for the grainy stuff. My cat Friday is here, and he is just crowding around me, and I love him so much. Anyways, so this video, guys, is gonna be about the time I had a run-in with the cops when I was about 9 or 10 years old. Now, I didn't do anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. I was outside my house with my dad, and my dad was playing basketball with my little brother. And as a kid, I'm gonna tell you this: I'm a big nerd. Okay, I still am. So I used to have a baseball bat. It was a yellow baseball bat, and basically it was the same size as a lightsaber. And I couldn't find my original lightsaber that I had at the time, so I would use the bat as a lightsaber and practice saber fights and stuff outside my house. And there would be like cops that can patrol around the neighborhood. Okay, when I was a kid. So this particular day, my dad was playing basketball with my brother. He must have been about 3 or 4, and I was about 9 or 10. I was about 9 or 10, or he must have been like 6 or 7. I don't know how old he was, but I know he was born. And I was playing with the yellow baseball bat, basically the same size as a basketball lightsaber. And I was, flinging it around, protecting the block, pretending to deflect laser blaster bolts, pretending to fight Darth Maul, and all those things, and pretending to, be a Jedi. And I had a playground that later on installed, or a playset in my backyard installed, so we could do that also. But we did that, stuff like that, and I would just pretend to be the Jedi and shit. And not only me, but my brother would join in sometimes later on in his life, and so would one of his friends, which I'll tell you a story about what happened with that later. Anyways, we are playing, and I'm playing around, and the cops are doing their patrol or something like that, or he might have lived in a neighborhood, I don't know, in the areas, I don't know. And I was playing with the pretend baseball bat lightsaber. Okay? All of a sudden, when it gets to our mailbox, which was a big mailbox that had all the house numbers on it, and individual keyholes for the mail, I hear, "Put the bat down on with your and come up with your and hold your hands up in the air." All I do is I freak out. I drop the bat. And I run full floored into my house, almost break the screen door, and I hide underneath a couch that we had in one of the living rooms. That was before when you first entered the house. I hid there and I looked out the window. All of a sudden, the dude came out and he shook my dad's hand. I guess they must have known each other or something. I don't know. And was did the ruffle hair of my brother, which he didn't like. He knocked on the door, and my mom answered, and she gave the house guy a hug. I didn't know it at the time, but they were good friends with my parents. And I was so scared. I went up to the officer and I said, "Officer, I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was just pretending to be a Jedi." I literally said, I just basically told myself to the officer I was a nerd, pretending to be a Jedi, because they couldn't find my actual lightsaber that I had, so I was just, playing around. He burst out laughing, and he says, "I just was messing with you, bro, little man. I wasn't trying to, scare you or anything. I just, saw you with the baseball bat and, good opportunity to start a joke, And I'm like, that was really mean. I wasn't doing nothing to you or to anybody else. I was just pretending to be a Jedi, playing around with my baseball bat lightsaber. I wasn't doing nothing. He just looks at me. He's like, "Yeah, I did nothing." Sorry if I keep looking out into the distance because I'm looking at my cat actually, and he does not seem happy. That's his face, guys, right now. He's like, "No, why? Why are you not paying attention to me?" And I love you, Fred. Don't get me wrong. I love you, buddy. Anyways, that's my cat's name, by the way. Friday, everybody. Friday. Look at the camera, buddy. Anyways, anyways, everyone. Where was I at? Okay, so I was not crying, but I was scared. The officer gave me his number, his card. So like, if I ever needed him to call him, and he did the same thing he did to my brother, ruffled my hair, and said, keep fighting Darth Maul, young Jedi." And he walked away. Now, again, I do not like the cop, but at that time, but because he scared the shit out of me. But later on, I started to like the guy, because we would hang out, and I used to hang around with his kid that lived. I didn't know at the time, but he lived in the neighborhood. He lived about about a 15-minute walk from my house, which was in the neighborhood, but it was kind of far. But I liked the guy nonetheless, and he was an okay dude. I'm not gonna lie. I liked the cop, but that was my time when I got startled and almost. I thought I got in trouble with the police at 10 years old, because I was playing with a baseball bat as a lightsaber. Again, I was a nerdy kid. Thanks to that's all, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this video. I'll be back with 2 more videos tomorrow. One about my first time of my mom's best friend scaring me to death when I was 3 years old, and another one with about my brother and his friend, and the time my brother had to get staples for a reason I will explain later in the next video tomorrow. Stay cool, guys, and like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.